I know these are sort of just me, but I really don't need to put any more production value to this, or production value to this. It's just me, my camera, and my house. But anyway, it is now quite a bit later than was the last time I did any recordings. A lot has happened since the last time I was here. I'm only laughing just because the amount of what's happened is amazing. I believe sometime in April was the last time. Now it's June. What's the calendar? June 12th. In the last week alone, a lot happened. I'm still glad to be here. I had a stroke. I guess it would be an interesting experience. It was based on the tumor, and I lost the use of my right side for a little while. Got it back. I'm quite happy with it. It's getting better. But that's the basis of this conversation today. How can I bring about this start? Everything seems so complicated, but really it's not to me. But how do I explain this to you? Because it's only me, like I'm just becoming to understand some of the things that have taken place. When I was a child, I used to have these very weird and wicked nightmares that I couldn't understand. I believe I've already mentioned the ones about the big house and lots of kids, and we could play in this house and have a lot of good times. And then later on in life, I had the same dream again with all the kids, but we were a little older and we couldn't get to the house. And on the house, it had the dates, or I thought it was an address actually. And the gate was locked, and it was 12/21/2012, and I didn't know what it meant until much later on in life, almost 20 years later. Well, with all this crap going on. But anyway, there was one dream that I had that was, I could never quite understand what it meant. It was very terrifying. And usually I only had it when I was very sick. Like sick, when I had you know, the flu, or bronchial pneumonia, or bronchitis, or sick, you know, chickenpox. I'm still getting my speech back, so I may sound a little funny sometimes. But it was always the same dream. I called it everything and nothing, because it was everything would be just a normal dream, but everything would mold together. Like I said, it's very difficult to explain, but the world would be around me, and it'd be not just my world, the whole world. Like I'd be seeing the world as it is being not destroyed, but ended, you might say. It's coming. See, this is where it gets difficult. I don't see it being destroyed. I just see it not being there anymore. I call it's everything is there, and then there's nothing. And then I'm standing in a white void of nothing. And I can't even see if I'm there, I just see it through my own eyes. And I wake up, and I'm in my own bed, and it's a very terrifying experience. And that's what I, as a child, like 5, 6, even younger and older, when you're sick, you can't quite put your feelings to it, but it's something that doesn't make sense. It's not a normal dream. But now, especially now, with what I'm dealing with, it sort of puts things that I'm dealing with into perspective. Because everything is now, to me, was, and to the possibility of my own mortality and my own what I had coming to an end, and then nothing, like a white void. But see, that's just it. I don't think that's what it is. Because it was probably about a month ago. Still going through a rough time. Things were, my mom had, passed away, and she passed away 2 days or a day right after my operation. And, I was going through the process of trying to explain to her the differences in universes, because my interest in the double slit experiments through physics, and that also through the multiverse and various other theories that are out there. But see, I knew already these theories existed, even when I was a child, because things weren't what they seemed to be to me. And I didn't know how I knew this. I just knew it. But because of being browbeaten down and pushed aside, and people just like, oh, this is a weird kid, I had to accept what I was given. But then I couldn't stop thinking about it. I couldn't stop understanding where I was going with my own thoughts, because they were there. So I just sort of kept it to myself. Plus my dreams, plus my experiences, plus this happened, 4 near-death experiences. I mean, something obviously wasn't allowing me to stop, or to forget it, or to give it up. It just didn't happen that way. So, obviously it was not a coincidence. It was not something that I was, something I was meant for. That's all I can say. I don't know. I've got no delusions of grandeur, because I was just a normal kid, and this was all thrown into me. I was the one who was called weird, because I didn't know it was any different. I thought everybody was like this. But anyway, the dreams all led me to this conclusion of everything and nothing. And this point in my life that's so confusing. I know that I'm going to end up in a very beautiful place. I know that. I know where my life is going to end and how long it's going to be. I've already been shown that twice. When I was born, when I died, and when I was born again with my mother. And isn't it just kind of ironic that on the day that my life was saved, again, in the operating room, my mom dies in the same hospital, and she waits to make sure that I'm going to make it. 45 years later. And she passes on her energy to me again. And then, again, I was going to get to this. On the, it's about a month later, a month ago, recovering, and I was, not feeling good. Laying down on the couch, going through this chemo crap, and it was a beautiful sunny day, and I heard somebody rattling pans or something cooking, and I could smell the food. I was laying on the couch. Usually I'm in the bedroom, but I went to lay down on the couch and I went to investigate. So I put my robe on and rounded the corner, and I looked. I said, "Mom?" She said, "Good morning." I said, I have to be dreaming. She says, "No, you're not dreaming. But you're okay. You're not sick. You don't have..." And then all of a sudden, from behind me, "Good morning." I turned around. "Mom? Okay, I've got to be dreaming." She goes, "No, you're not dreaming." And then she goes, "In this universe, there's two of us. We're twins." And I went, "Okay, no. She said, "No, you're not dreaming. We're healthy and happy. And and we had a really long conversation. And so far in the last little while, I've sort of recovered it. But she made me feel so happy and so secure in the fact that I am right. And I have been right the whole time." It wasn't a dream. You can travel and traverse through not just dimensions and realities, but universes. In fact, I'm still trying to grasp the concept of what she was saying, they were saying, is that their universe, or the universe that I was in, is but just a multitude of whatever universe you want to go to. I mean, some of them are non-habitable, but the fact is that there's an infinite amount of them. Not just this one, but this one is not a good universe. That's why I'm here. That's like, why me? I don't know anything. I'm not what the hell? And there was something about that dream, about the people, the children, that we were at the house. She said, no, you're just an observer. But you have a choice, and so does everybody else. And you have to just tell them. The people need to know. And now, if you just tell them, you don't have to force them, you don't have to, just let them know. It's up to them now. Most of them probably won't listen. But that's okay. But there's more than you. There are hundreds of thousands of you who know the same thing you do. And they're about to speak their mind, and they're about to let everybody know too. You can leave this universe. You can go to the exact same universe if you want, but less corrupt, more gentle, more loving, more caring. Not run by assholes if you don't want. You can go to one that's not run by assholes at all. You can go to one that's completely different, just like my mom did. See, I don't know how I did it, but I showed her that there's a place that she can go. And I think it's the only reason why I didn't do it. She did it, because she was older than I was. And she didn't even really understand, because she was almost like my deliverer, sort of thing. She didn't know what she was doing, but she was well, without her I wouldn't be here, type thing, you know. So her necessity was necessity, mother of necessity. So I'd have to say she gave birth to the next generation of indigo. And I'm gonna miss her, but I know she's happy. And I want to go where she is. I want to go. I don't want to come back to this. This is when I go. I got the choice. Everybody's got the choice. When you die, you don't have to come back here. You can go to whatever universe you want, and at whatever age. You don't start with a baby. You can be 39, 22. You can start off whatever. You can live a certain life, and you can live that life for as long as you wish. You can stay there for a few years and whatever. Or time is not really it's so hard to explain from this place. This place is so limited. This place is contaminated, isolated. It's just terrible. This is a backwards universe. It's terrible, and really, it's sucking up energy and souls, and if you want to call them that. Just, I think that's why the end of whatever it is here is coming. I don't know. I'm not one of those people, but I used to. But so many other things are going on that I really don't know what to believe anymore when it comes to that. All I know is my end of the story now is that I don't know if I'm going to make it till the end of the year, but even if I don't, I'm still going to a much better place than this place. Because I'm choosing where I'm going. Because my job is done. And I'm going to a place that's going to have my wife, my children, and a very, very happy person. But enough of that. Everybody else now, you got to make up your own minds. And I can try and help. I know we're being manipulated. I know we're being terribly, terribly, I mean, look at the world. My God. It's only in the movies that the good guys get the bad guys. It's really in real life that everybody is. It's the bad guys that get away with it, and the good guys lose. I mean, that's in the next segment of what a cancer patient gets treated by most of the world. I'll tell you this part. Do you think that the bad guys get the attention, the good guys lose? I don't know. I'll let you know on that one. Okay? But I'll let you cut off now. Bye-bye. We're still running, huh?